What I want to emphasize is that when you make application to grad school, you want to make sure that all of your components are in their best form, right? You want to make sure that your CV is top notch, your academic transcript. Of course, you may not have so much flexibility over your transcript. Your grade is your grade, right? So, but other things that are like variables, you can, optimize them, keep them in the best form, So, just like I said, like it's important for you to know that you have, you have different components of the application, and you want to make sure that you can't, change. It's okay, but that you have control over. You want to milk it,
right?
Make sure that you have it in the best form possible. Your statement of purpose is top notch. Your CV is well packaged. Your experiences, your research experience, the skills you have. If you're applying for maybe a computer science grad program, you should be able to demonstrate some competencies. Like you can use this software, you can use this application package. You can program. All of those things are important beyond what you've done in the classroom. You should be able to demonstrate some competencies also. It's as simple as even you auditing some courses online, right? All of these things can help you, or even being part of professional bodies. So, this will help you.
Like maybe robotics club.
Exactly, things like that. And just like I mentioned, so you want to make sure that all your package, they are top notch. You don't want to think that because I have a first class, then I can, play around writing my statement of purpose and just write anything. No, because the scholarship board or the admission committee, they look at the total package, right? It's like a matrix. So they want you to demonstrate that you can, convince them on all fronts, right? So that's what you want to demonstrate. Make sure that all your package are top notch. Where you are weak, try and compensate with other component of your application. And even if you are strong, make sure other component of your application, they are very, very strong, right? So it's not kind of out of place for you to see two people, for example, say first class graduate and someone with a 2-2 apply to the same scholarship, and someone with a 2-2 will get the scholarship ahead of the person with the first class. You definitely know where there is a problem. Maybe the package of the first class graduate is not as well packaged as the other person, because visually you just think, oh, the first class person should get it, right? It's just as easy as that. But that shows you that it goes beyond just the grades, right? They look at other components of your application. So I think I've established a very good answer to the component of graduate school application.
Right. So, I mean, one thing I really liked about what you just mentioned and talked about is the fact that you can be deficient in some parts, especially when it comes to your grades. Some people are generally not really good at exam, so they usually have bad grades. But you can complement that with, or supplement that with some things that you do in school. For instance, being part of clubs, doing research, right? Also,
so that even reminds me.
Yes.
So just to add to it, and this will be to the benefit of those who are still in undergrad, right? So please, one good thing that I've observed over the years is that if you did start very, very badly, like you have a 4 years program, first year was terrible, second year was terrible. If you can demonstrate good success in your third year and your fourth year, you see that trajectory can go into your statement, and you can convince the scholarship board that go to my transcript and see how much success I have made from my second year to my third year and my fourth year. This demonstrates my personality, that I do not give up on things, right? And I can pick up even when the odds are against me. So to me, if I see that on a candidate's statement, even as someone who wants to review that statement, I will want to give that person a chance.
Right.
It's just logical to look at someone probably out of a CGPA of 4, someone who started with a CGPA of 1, then in second year moved to a CGPA of 1.5. Then in third year, the person had a 4.0 CGPA, right? and fourth year maybe a 3.5 CGPA, I know that there must be some limiting factors in the first and second year, which that person has worked on.
Okay.
And that is a very good indication that this person is going to improve in grad school, which is what the grad school really care for.
Right. So I mean, yeah, about the same line of thought. So how important is like research? Because I know, usually in undergrad, we do not really think of research. We always think of taking courses and passing our courses. But I've also realized since I came to grad school that people actually do research way up, probably in second year, right? How important is research, especially for PhD applications?
So, in fact, that's one thing I mentioned earlier about the standard of education in different countries, right? It depends on how the curriculum is structured in different countries. Like, for example, in Nigeria, we are heavy on research. Heavy on research in the sense that for someone who is taking a course like chemistry, in your first year, second year, third year, up to your final year, you would have to take some lab courses, right? And this is standard practice,
right,
virtually everywhere. But what is important is that what do people learn from those lab sessions, or what are the facilities that they are exposed to? So those are the things that may create like a knowledge gap from what you have in the undergrad and what you have in the grad school, right? However, because the grad school is heavy on research, if you want to apply to a grad school, you must be able to demonstrate that you are ready to embark on that research journey. It's not negotiable. It is okay for you not to have done that crazy research. Or it's okay if not done any groundbreaking research. That's fine. But you must be able to demonstrate that in your capacity, with what level of resources you have at your disposal, you have achieved this, you have achieved that. Grad school will not tell you that before you can apply, you must have 10 publications, 6 publications, like you must show like research productivity in that context. But they want to see that you have the knowledge base to be able to embark on this grad program. So just like I said, they will look at a whole lot of criteria, but you must understand that when you're coming to grad school, especially for a PhD program, well, maybe for STEM, right, you should be ready to do research. And for those in non-STEM also, they do their own research. So it's not negotiable. You're coming for a PhD, you're coming to do a very, very how will I put it? You want to narrow down to a very, very small area of research. And that means that you want to go deep. So it's not negotiable. So maybe for some who probably need to do some other forms of PhD that does not demand that kind of research that you're talking about. Maybe, just computational stuff and all of that. So maybe that's still a little bit flexible. But if you want to go into the wet lab, or you have to have that experience. And again, it is okay if you don't have all of these skills, right? You want to demonstrate that you are good or you are a fast learner. So you can pick up, because you would eventually start picking up these skills, right? A lot of people go into grad school with not so much knowledge about a lot of things, and they end up learning as they progress. And that is the whole essence of the grad school. If you know it, you will not be here, right? So you are here because you want to learn, and